What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. I, unfortunately, have gotten my ass kicked all day. I wanted to talk about a bunch of things. I had a show planned for earlier today, and a couple other things I wanted to do. We got a great announcement here, and but we're going to push through right now. It's sicko season, so I don't give a damn. Maybe those little people from Twitter put their little curse on me. I don't know, but I'm still hanging in here, and we're still talking birds, baby. So a couple things happened today. Now, this is nothing fancy that I put together because, well, my head's on fire, and I've been getting my ass kicked all day. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to recap yesterday in case you missed anything from training camp beginning. But anything that's on your mind, you can throw it out here. But that's what we're here to do today. My man Drew starting us off. Let's go. Yo, appreciate you taking the time, dude. I'm getting my ass kicked here. Trying to, and then when the workers came today, it just made it 10 times worse because my dog, but trying to get through this. And as I told you guys yesterday, it was a walkthrough today, so we weren't going to have anything, Eagles related, with training camp, but I did have a show, and now that's just going to have to be this weekend. But tough times. I'm still kicking, though. So let's rock and roll. Not here to be a whiny little turd, but I want to talk about some of the things that happened. And first and foremost, baby, Kelly Greens, oh my God, we know on Monday they will be dropped. So get your wallets ready. August 1st, the day after, all the things will be going on sale. So we're all going to have to be fighting each other for as many things as we can get. But excitement in the air, and they dropped a little video. So let me show that video to you. Let's go.
Now he's rolling, still rolling. He is going to put the ball in the air for the end zone. Caught! Touchdown!
The voice of an angel.
And the Eagles take the lead! And the Eagles take the lead!
Yes. Oh, yes. We've all been patiently waiting. Some people very impatiently waiting, but the time will come. And, the last time we had throwbacks, that was in honor of the 1960 championship team. And, pretty dull. A lot of people feel a certain way about them. I liked them. I thought they were pretty cool. Getting to see my dad's team, my grandpa's team, But these ones, looks like we're going 80s, baby. Looks like the Randall days, early 90s. I'm all about it. So let's effing go. I cannot wait to see these bad boys. And as soon as that happens, I'll drop those, whatever they give us. I'm ready to rock and roll. Oh my God, I really can't wait to see it. It feels like 5,000 years, right? The Kevin Cobb days, is when we were rocking them last. It's like, damn, dude, Michael Vick, Sean Jackson. Wow, a lot of things have happened in that time. So it'll be nice. Now that stupid one shell rule was what held us back from being able to wear these. Finally, they changed that. So thank God. But at least it's not the yellow jackets. I'm good on those. But so that's fantastic. We're all excited about that. But also in some news here, Derek Barnett, and we talked about this the other day. I feel that, it would be stupid to try to cut him or trading him really. I mean, you're losing just as much as you're saving. It would depend on what you would get in return. So we talked about this with the edge rushers. And for me, I think you just keep them. I think as edge rusher 5, you've got Hassan Reddick, you've got Josh Sweat, Nolan Smith now, and Brandon Graham in front of him. So he's a rotational piece, and this gives him more guaranteed money for whatever reason, they want to do that, and that I'm sure will affect the cap in some way. And as soon as those numbers come out, I will show you that. But you can see he gets $3.5 million guaranteed rather than the $1.5 million with the $1 million per game bonus. So now it's $250,000 per game bonus with up to 2.25. The max value is only $6 million, though. So you see that the Eagles saved themselves $2.5 million in the max value of this contract, but it's more upfront money for him. And this is what we talk about all the damn time with guys like Lane Johnson, Darius Slade, that when that restructure period or when these things are happening, a lot of times a guy like Howie Roseman is able to find those ways to, make them happy while also helping the team. So those things are going to continue to happen. And, this, I've seen a bunch of people, saw this and it's, how he's cooking. Here it comes, big move. No, this really isn't going to move the cap space much at all. So That's not what it is. And the Eagles don't need to create cap space to make any moves. So if we want to, do I have that here? I think I might. I think I have the cap space that the Eagles have here. So let's take a gander at this real quick. We have 13.85 now. I think it's 8.6 now last time I saw, but this is going to change with Dennis Kelly. Deion Kane's not going to affect the cap. But again, look, I don't think Derek Barnett has 3.1 mil of a cap hit. That's going to go down because he got, guaranteed money. So if it goes around 1.5 mil, hell yeah. But that's really not saving too much. Sure, it'll put you over 15 mil, but 13.8, I mean, yeah, that's still a lot of money. So if the Eagles want to do anything, they can do that. They want to trade for Patrick Queen, Devin White, they can do that. So, look, these are things we've talked about, staying patient throughout training camp. Now, Budda Baker got himself a bonus today. So I know a lot of hopes and dreams going into that one, but he will not be a Philadelphia Eagle. But again, as I've said, I think a lot of people are sleeping on this safety room. I'm perfectly fine with Reed Blankenship and Terrell Edmonds as the starter. Sidney Brown coming in as that weapon that we've talked about all offseason and even pre-draft, what he brings. So I'm very excited to have him on the team. And I think as the third safety, he'll do some things. And, there'll be packages with three safeties. There'll be times where you just use him. There'll be times where, well, he's just going to take that starting spot eventually. And can't wait to see that day. But look, it's all right. I really feel that bringing the veteran Terrell Edmonds in, bringing in a veteran like Justin Evans, I think that's going to bode well for this safety room. And I think I feel a little bit more optimistic than a lot of other people. But to me, only time's going to tell with that. And look, I'm excited. I want to hear your thoughts about it. I think the Eagles could definitely still make a move. We talk about last year, August 30th, we traded for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So let's wait till after training camp. After preseason, they see all of the positions and they're like, all right, this is where we really need to add. Then you do that. Now, you could do it right now if you want. You can do whatever the hell you want. But I'm just saying that's what happened last year. Just keep in mind, stay patient. This isn't the final roster here, so we'll see. But, my man, going well. Hope you're doing well. The house is coming along. I've got their tools still here. I've got drywall behind me and all kinds of great stuff. But they're making moves, man. It's finally looking like a damn bathroom. But it's just been a wild past couple of weeks. Got the windows done. Now it's the bathroom. So it's just like, God save me. But being sick on top of it, it's just made everything pure hell. But I appreciate you asking, man. I hope you're doing well. And I appreciate you taking the time. Hopefully you were able to check out some of those videos from training camp. But no, as I was just saying, Linda, this is just moves that the Eagles are going to continue to make to help themselves down the line. So you save yourself $2.5 million overall there. The cap, it's not going to be drastic, but you will save a little bit there. And I will show you those numbers, whether what changed or not. I'll give you that. But, we've got a very bright future. Guys, go check out that Dynasty season video where I show you the future draft picks, the future cap space, all the things that make me feel that this team is building a dynasty. And that was, we talked about that before the draft. And I said, if we get Jalen Carter, it's game over for the NFL. So we go get Jalen Carter, but we also get Nolan Smith and Tyler Steen and Sidney Brown. I mean, Kaylee Ringo, what a draft. So I feel even more strongly about that dynasty talk I was saying. So I think that, these are just things that Howie's going to do. And, the media is always going to use it as, oh, something's happening there. And it's like, well, no, these are just things that Howie does every year. And what I was saying a little bit ago, Linda, was that we have the money to do whatever we want right now. We wouldn't have had to make a move with Derek Barnett, restructuring him, which literally, the way they moved it with the guarantees and things, it could just be the $2.5 million. Maybe the cap doesn't move at all. But again, I don't have those numbers. But as soon as we do, we talked about this. I didn't think that there was really much you could do in the sense people talked about cutting him. You can't do that. Trading him, maybe if you got something in return, okay. But why not just let him play? And there is an out after this year. So you're just moving that money around to make it easier when you do let him go. So that's just Howie being Howie. You know what I mean? So I just think that it's anything can happen. Always be on your toes for Howie to be making a move. But this doesn't, to me, tell me I have to be ready for something. I didn't get anything ready. At any time, I'm always ready for Howie. But this is something we talked about. He's going to do these things. And This one isn't necessarily like because you're clearing up cap space, because that's not what this does. This is really just saving yourself money in the long run for a guy that might not be here after next year. So we're going all in this year, man. And if you can do that with, your edge rusher, number five is what he would be. As a former first-round pick, yeah, sure, it sucks that he didn't live up to the hype. He broke Reggie White's record at Tennessee. So, yeah, there was a lot more expected, but helped us win a Super Bowl. And as a rotational piece, he won't get as much penalties, but hopefully he stays healthy, provides that depth, man. And let's go get another trophy, baby, because a lot of these guys are going to be gone. Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham. I mean, these guys are getting older. Jason Kelsey, Lane hopefully has a few years left, but we'll see, man. And you heard me, man. I told you last year, telling you we were, and you know how much hate I got for that, saying we would make the Super Bowl. And I just felt Jalen Hurts was going to develop into something really special. And clearly people have still been gunning for me, taking my Twitter down because of these conversations. But I really wish people wouldn't hold that. I was just trying to help them understand what was coming. And, well, they see it now. And unfortunately, you got to win to really build that dynasty, right? So I had to recalibrate and restart as to why this is going to be a dynasty this year. And if you remember last season, what I said was, this is a dynasty in the making. If we can win this thing, holy hell. We didn't, but we made it. And I feel like the way that we built in free agency and through the draft and the things that we've done to ensure that this future is bright with Jalen Hurts locked down, I just think bright things are coming for the future here, man. And to me, I'm sticking to my guns. And I think that, we go win it this year, but we continue to dominate the NFL. And Sean Desai as defensive coordinator, that's like, I don't know, man. What do you even compare that to? Gannon, I love the defense, but if I see him in person, I'm not saying anything actually. But yeah, it's going to haunt me forever. But we get a guy that runs the same style, but better. I think he's going to do it better. And I think that this defense is going to be better. Obviously, you guys know I was adamant about getting Jalen Carter. He's an upgrade over Javon Hargrave. But Jalen Carter is that dude. So I'm sticking to my guns. I think, obviously we've got to win the Super Bowl to make that happen. But I think for the future, this team, it's not one-hit wonder. And, you hear, well, teams in the past, they have Super Bowl hangover. I don't care about teams in the past. Teams in the past didn't have Jalen Hurts. They didn't have Nick Sirianni, Howie Roseman. I don't care. And that kind of analysis to me is always the most asinine. It's like, that's the most simple thing you could ever do. Well, before this is what happened, so this is what has to happen. No, it is not. But, hey, we'll see, man. David, sorry, I'm still sick, guys. I'm trying to talk through this. David Bell, wide receiver, slot, good hands. It's a good trade. Yeah, David Bell is nice. I don't know why they would want to trade him, though. But if they were, hey, I wouldn't be against that. But no, I love the Eagles wide receivers. So, no, I'm good there. The media is going to tell you this move had to be made because the Eagles are trading for somebody. But again, this is how we just moving money around. So if we wanted to add any trades, we wouldn't have signed Deion Kane to wide receiver, which I'm excited about him bringing kick return capability. Let's effing go. Had 2 touchdowns in the USFL last year. Let's go. So, how we talked about that, Deion getting some experience there. They loved him last year. I was a big fan, you guys remember. But you've seen the talk about Jalen Carter. You've seen Jordan Davis. You know that those are 2 names I wanted us to draft 2 years in a row now. Obviously, we're going on year 6 this next time, but that there was a big reason, and I explained it. Jordan Davis is that nose tackle, Carter providing that, depth here. I really think that, dude, with Milton Williams, Fletcher Cox is the veteran piece to help them out, but those 3, Milt with Carter and Davis, night NFL, man. And, I know a lot of people get confused about how this, defensive line looks. So, this guy's not starting, that guy's not starting. Look, man, there's going to be times where 3 interior defensive linemen are on the field at the same time, just like the last 2 years. I don't know where the confusion comes from, but we have been running odd fronts for the last 2 years, and we will continue to do so. You will see sets where it's Davis in the middle, and then you've got Carter and Milt on one side of them, and then outside is Sweat and Reddick. Like, that should make you very excited. So don't get worked up over who's starting there, this, that, the other thing. Guys are going to get reps, and people are going to dominate. Nolan Smith, he's not a starter. Yeah, I don't care. He's going to be part of that rotation, and he will eat souls. He's getting some work at off-ball linebacker, stack linebacker, where this kid's skill set, just like a Micah Parsons, he can do it all. So love it. And, talking about Christian Ellis, that was my number one battle. He goes out the first day. You guys that were tuned in, I've been talking about Ellis since last year, and I just feel he's going to push Morrow, which is a good thing. I don't think Morrow is just some crappy free agent signing like people think. He's good against the run. He's a converted safety, that can cover. He's got speed, so you hope he stays healthy. And he provides good competition for Ellis, and I love that. So a lot of great things that we talked about. DeAndre Swift looking good in the passing game. All the running backs getting work. So, look, man, these are the things we talked about. And one thing we talked about was Jordan Davis, what his, role was last year. But the fact that now you added Jalen Carter next to him, dude, night. And he came in looking in shape. And what I tell you, he's not going to lose much weight. He's going to turn that weight into muscle. And, oh, my God. So, much better on his conditioning test this year. Heading into his second year on another level now. He looks great. Worked real hard at the facility. Well, I really wish I wasn't sick. I apologize. But he's looking good, man. And you guys know I lost my mind when we drafted him, and just almost as much as I lost my mind when we got Jalen Carter. These two monsters are going to eat souls for the next 10, 15 years for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I cannot stress enough how much I can't wait to see that. They are going to be a big part of that help to build that dynasty. So the offense and the defense both going to be top three, in my opinion. And I really just feel that it's time to go get that trophy back. So I'm sticking to my guns, and that's all I've got for you tonight. But I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be talking about day 2 of training camp. Let's effing go. We're breaking down everything that they give to us. Any pictures or videos I can bring with, we'll do that tomorrow. So we'll be breaking down day 2. Taking a gander at how things are going. And if you need me or anything happens, I'll be back. But, you can always reach out. Some of you have my number. You can reach out on any of these platforms down below. You want to talk birds, you want to talk life, whatever it may be. But they're going to be here early tomorrow. So it's going to be a long-ass day. I'm going to be rocking and rolling, ready for camp. I hope you guys will tune in. I will be going throughout the day, doing as much as I can. And then this weekend, of course, what is going on, China? Appreciate you taking the time. Let's effing go Birds. We're just talking about Derek Barnett restructuring, just Howie being Howie. Nothing crazy coming because of that move. Talking about the Kelly Greens coming out on Monday. All the merchandise goes on sale that Tuesday. Let's effing go. Cannot wait for that. And then just getting excited about all these young men just straight balling out. So that's all I had for you. I'm extremely sick, so I had a tough time even putting this together. But if you got anything from this, you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit that like button. You can always subscribe down below. I will be back tomorrow. Who knows where I'll be live from. Sorry, you guys. I don't have my headset. All this stuff was stashed away, so nothing would get messed up. And I'm like, crap. I don't have my Ethernet cord. Nothing. So, sorry, you can always hear the lawn mowing, everything outside. I'm trying here. I'm doing my best. But I love you guys. I really cannot thank you enough for the support. For those of you looking for me on Twitter, I told you I got trolled, man. They got rid of my account. So add a 1 to what you see down there, and that's where you'll find me. But we're continuing to pump out all of the Eagles information. Nobody's going to stop this effing train, especially with training camp upon us. And look, for anybody else out there still mad about last year because I said Jalen Hurts would develop or how he was a great GM and you would see how he would sign all these people, don't take it to heart, man. I was trying to help, and I literally probably don't even know you. If you're holding a grudge against me because of things you didn't know, tune in. Stop hating. I'm going to keep educating. We're here to help everyone, right? That's what this is all about. So don't need the hate, don't need the slander. And it looks like, hey, it worked, all their negativity. I definitely am getting sicker, so need all the positive vibes. But I love each and every one of you. Appreciate you taking the time tonight. I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. Y'all have yourselves a great night. Stay safe out there. And as always, go Birds!